guys, happy Sunday. Let's pack my meal prep for the week. Anyways, for this week, I decided to go very, very simple and light because I was only making meals from Monday to Wednesday. And then by Thursday for the weekend, we'll be having Thanksgiving meals and also leftovers. So I didn't want to go too crazy. Anyways, for dinner this week, we'll be having white rice, some plantains, some red bell pepper sauce, and also some salmon. I had to add some chicken thighs for my partner because he's a very gym bro person and he eats very much high protein during the week. So I have to do all of that. And also for his lunch, he would be having potato and steak. But for me, I like to have boiled eggs and just a sourdough toast. To be honest, I like to go very, very easy on my lunch. So that's the reason why you don't see me packing a lunch plate for myself, because I like to make my stuff on the same day. So that'll be all for today, guys. I'll see you guys in the next vlog. Bye.
Here's another week of healthy, high protein meal prep recipes because you won't catch me cooking every day. So here's everything I made. I can't stop eating tuna salad, and this is my favorite way to make it. Celery, tuna, lemon juice, mayo, salt, and pepper. You can put red onion or skip it if you're taking it to the office. I eat it with these seaweed chips. You can also put it on toast or eat it with crackers. Next, I cut some potatoes, and while those were in the oven, I cooked some steaks and sauteed mushrooms on the side. Very easy, high protein meal, and these potatoes are my favorite. They're crispy and the mushrooms go so well with the steaks. Another one of my favorite meals is a noodle stir fry. If I have time, I always prefer fresh veggies over frozen. I used peppers, broccoli, and celery, and I also cooked some garlic shrimp. Mixed everything together. This meal is very filling but also light at the same time, and it tastes even better the next day. For breakfast, I made some protein overnight oats with vanilla protein powder, oats, chia seeds, flaxseed, yogurt, and milk. And I added some cut apples with cinnamon and honey on top. This is my go-to breakfast. It has a ton of fiber and protein, and it's so easy to grab in the morning.
Let's meal prep this week's high protein lunches together. We're doing chicken and rice that actually tastes good. We start off by cooking up some rice, and I love doing this in some chicken bone broth for some extra protein. Next, I cubed up some chicken breast, and I'm adding a bunch of spices to the pan. Alongside of that, I'm steaming up some broccoli. The key to meal prep is to have everything kind of going at once so you can be as efficient as possible. This meal only took me about 30 minutes to prepare. Once the rice and broccoli were done, I went ahead and divided all of those up into my 3 different meal containers. And now it's time for the star of the show. This sauce, you guys, is actually so good. This really brings the recipe to a whole nother level and makes it taste like something you get as takeout. You'll go ahead and add all the ingredients on a little saucepan and whisk everything together along with some cornstarch, and the sauce will get nice and thick. Then you're going to go ahead and add all the chicken to the sauce and mix until it's nice and coated. And finally, you'll go ahead and add that back into the meal prep containers, and I like topping mine with a little bit of sesame seeds to give it a little crunch, and I think it just makes it look super pretty. Recipes in the caption. Let me know if you try it.
Today I'm going to show you an easy way to make a meal prep with Ozzy and I, well, with Jan. I make this on Sundays for my boyfriend. It's about 3 days worth, and it's white rice, calabacitas, and chicken. I have full videos of how to make each plate. The calabacitas, my boyfriend does like them spicy, so I do add 3 serranos. If you do not like them spicy, use 1 jalapeno and take out the seeds. The seeds is what's gonna make it a little spicy. He also does not like them, like the calabacitas, to be squishy, so I only cook it about 5 minutes because he likes a crunch. While I make that, usually the rice is about ready, so here it is, all finished. I also make him chicken, and he also likes it sliced like this. I know, he's so spoiled. I season it with lemon pepper, lemon juice, garlic salt, and a little bit of Slap Your Mama to make it a little bit more spicy. He does have a Ninja grill, so it makes everything so much faster. This is me plating everything. He has a Hot Logic, so he heats it up at work. We're not together throughout the week, so this is just a nice way of me saying, I love you. I hope y'all try it.
Let's meal prep for the week, but let's make it Dominican.
Big Dominican, big Dominican, big.
Anyway, so today we're making quinoa moro, yes, with red beans. You heard that right. Because listen, we're not eating rice, but we're eating right. Hey. And we're making whole chicken leg with broccoli. Anyway, so you're gonna season everything. I use a lot of Dominican sofrito, salt, pepper, garlic powder, and onion powder for everything that I'm making today. So we're gonna put the chicken to boil, and then once the quinoa is ready to come out, which they should be soft, you take out all the water and you let it dry. And while the quinoa is drying on the side, then we're gonna make our habichuelas, how we normally would cook our beans. Same Dominican sofrito, garlic powder, onion powder, pepper, and salt. And then you just add water to it. Once it's ready, you add the quinoa to it and you cover it. You let it dry out, and then that's it. That's your moro right there. I don't know what else to tell you. Then we take out the chicken. I did put the chicken in the oven, and while that was in the oven, I added my broccoli to the chicken broth because I needed some flavor. I only only added it for like a minute or two just to add that chicken broth flavor to it, and then I took it out. Then we take out our chicken and we separate it into the little containers, and let me tell you, I had that today and it was delicious. I also added some coleslaw salad on the side just to make it better. And let me tell you, don't ask me about no macros, no calories, because this time around I just cooked and I wasn't counting. I was in a rush and I haven't meal prep in a month, so I was just trying to make something for the week and call it a day, but I'm sure it's high in protein. Bye.
Hello everyone, let me show you how I meal prep breakfast, lunch, and dinner for the next 5 days.
Starting off super easy for breakfast this week, I'm having vanilla Greek yogurt. Moving on to lunch, I'm having chicken fajita bowls. I'm starting off rinsing 1 cup of dry rice and cooking that with 2 bay leaves and some salt. For the corn salsa and the fajita veggies, I'm using 1 red onion. I'm going to dice 1/4 of it and then slice the other 3/4, along with 2 green bell peppers. To get a nice beautiful char on these veggies, I'm going to cook them on medium-high heat, starting with the onions, adding a little bit of salt to help break that down, and then cooking it until you see the char. Going to do the same thing with the corn salsa. I've got jalapeno, red onion, and corn in there, and then I added a little bit of lime juice. For the chicken, I'm going to butterfly it, tenderize it with a fork, season it with a little bit of avocado oil, cumin, chili powder, garlic powder, cayenne pepper, Lowry seasoned salt, and the complete seasoning. The cumin and the chili powder are an easy way to get a nice smoky flavor without having to use actual chipotle peppers. I'm cooking these on medium-high heat in a little bit of additional avocado oil. I flip them when they are essentially almost cooked through, and then I let them rest and cut them into bite-sized pieces. Day of, I'm going to top it with Greek yogurt and some guacamole salsa. For dinner, I'm having cauliflower mash and salmon and sauteed spinach. So for the cauliflower, I'm just going to steam it on the stove. I've got 1 cup of water in there, and I'm going to steam it for 35 minutes until you can break it up with a fork. And then I put it in the food processor, and this is the consistency that you're looking for. Nice and smooth, just like mashed potatoes. I'm going to season that with blackened seasoning. I'm also going to season my salmon with blackened seasoning, cayenne pepper, some Creole seasoning, and the complete seasoning. And then for the sauteed spinach, I'm just going to cook that with 1 tablespoon of butter and some garlic powder. And that is how I meal prepped for 5 days.
That's where I need to feel so right. With all the funds, I feel like is crazy for my life. That's just right.